Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a first impressions on, oh, sorry for the mess back there. I really need to get some sort of background. I really needed to film for you guys and I did not have time to clean up, so excuse the mess. But today we are going to be doing a first impressions on something that I've been wanting for a very, very long time. And that is the Storybook Cosmetics Burn Book Eyeshadow Palette. So, for those of you who may or may not know, I am a huge Mean Girls fan. Like, I would watch the movie and be able to quote the whole entire movie as it was going on. That's how big of a fan I am. So when I saw this come out like a year and a half, maybe even 2 years ago, I got very excited, but I didn't end up purchasing it until recently. First, I wanted to wait until they came to Ulta because I knew it was going to happen. I just knew. And then when it finally came to Ulta, it kept being out of stock. Storybook Cosmetics is an indie brand, independent company. So whether it was on their website or it was on Ulta, it was out of stock. But it was finally in stock recently and I had to take advantage, guys. Like, there was no way I couldn't. I would move money around to make sure I got it. But yeah, so I already had my face makeup on with the exception of my highlight. And I already have my eyes primed. I primed it with the e.l.f. eyelid primer and I set it with the e.l.f. face powder. Both of which I am trying to pan. So, I know how the e.l.f. eyelid primer and the e.l.f. face powder work with my eyeshadows, so I decided to just stick to that. Excuse me. So let's take a look into it. So first thing I do want to mention about the Burn Book eyeshadow palette is it is very thick packaging. Let me compare it to my Cheekathon palette from Benefit. It's very, very thick, so I do want you to keep that in mind, just for reference when it comes to being able to store this palette. I'm probably gonna have it on display somewhere. I don't know where yet, but this palette has got me really excited, so that's probably what I'm gonna do. But just so you know, it will not fit. So like, I have these like little letter organizers here. It does not fit in one of those, but it would fit in a drawer, or again, if you just wanted to display it somewhere. So let's open up the palette. This is what it looks like. As you can see, it has a nice sized mirror, and then these are the colors. I think the color story is very interesting. It can be a little confusing though. So let's just go through the colors real quick. This color, this yellowy, is Butter a Carb. That's one thing I do like that Storybook Cosmetics did, is they really incorporated quotes from the movie in here. This green shade is Gruel. This brown is Glen Coco. The orangey matte is So Fetch. Of course, the matte pink is Wednesday. Matte burgundy is She Doesn't Even Go Here. Then we have the plastics, Regina George, Mouse, duh. You Can't Sit With Us, Cool Mom, and October 3rd. So, the first step I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the plastics and just put that over everything, just to get a nice white base down so that the colors can pop. And it's not like a real like opaque white, but it's white enough to where it should be able to catch the colors and be able to get them to show up a little bit better. In case you're wondering why my forehead's so pink, where I have bangs, I just keep my bangs down and I do not put foundation on my bangs. that just seems kind of like a waste to me. So if my forehead seems a little bit more pink, that's because it is. But actually, normally I do put some foundation up like right here to try to match that together. So that was my bad. But that's why my forehead may seem a little bit more pink. But that's okay. So let's see. I'm going to use my two favorite crease brushes. We have the e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush and the Wet n Wild Crease Brush. Excuse me, you guys know I use these brushes these are my preferred brushes for any eye looks. So, I think the next shade I'm going to go into is You Can't Sit With Us, which is like this pinky color down here. It's like a pinky salmon-y color. So I'm just going to take that on the e.l.f. Professional Blending Brush. And I'm going to put that in my crease. I will say this mirror is so nice. It is the clearest mirror I think I've ever used coming from a palette. So far, I'm liking this. I'm liking it so far. So as you can see, You Can't Sit With Us is pretty salmon-y. It's kind of like a salmon-y coral color. And it's actually quite pretty. Sorry if my autofocus keeps like not focusing. I don't know what's been going on with it, but sorry I haven't been filming as much lately. Life has just kind of gotten in the way and gotten crazy. I'm not going to talk about it as of yet. Maybe when things change I will, but I don't know yet. But as of right now, I'm not going to be talking about it. So, if you follow me if you are following me and you come from the group What's Up in Makeup, I know I've shared my story on what's going on in life there. So if you've followed that story or if you've read that story, please do not share it. Because as of right now, I just want to keep it relatively to myself. So, alright. So that's the color You Can't Sit With Us. And I'm just going to take the Wet n Wild crease brush and blend that out. So, my bangs kind of get in the way of doing this, but should I pin them back? I think I'm going to pin back the bangs. Just while I'm doing this, that way they're out of the way and you can kind of see what I'm doing. They're freshly cut, so they're like really in the way. But, yeah. But so far I'm liking the way that it sits. I'm liking the way that it blends. So I'm really happy with the quality so far. Storybook. One thing I do like about the packaging is on the back it says, "Once upon a time, there were 3 sisters who never stopped believing in fairy tales, and they all lived happily ever after." I believe, I know Storybook Cosmetics was created by 3 sisters, and I want to say that they're triplets. I could be wrong, but I want to say that they are. And that little quote's about them. They also have a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory book, and they have a Witchcraft and Wizardry book, which I really want that one. I want both. So I do like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory as well, but I definitely want the Witchcraft and Wizardry. Yeah. All right, so that's that color all blended out. Trying to think of what I want to do next. Because I think I want to use Regina George on the lid. So I think I'm going to go in with Wednesday next and kind of deepen out the crease a little. Excuse me. I don't want to make this too crazy of a look, but I think I already ruined that idea. I just think that this color scheme may be a little bit difficult to pull off some not so crazy looks. I think this is definitely going to be more for someone that likes color. Don't get me wrong, you could definitely do some neutral looks in this, but I definitely think this is going to be more for someone that wants color. So I'm just going to blend out Wednesday with my crease brush. And I'm blending that into You Can't Sit With Us, just to deepen it a little. Now this might stain. I know Storybook Cosmetics is cruelty free. I want to say it's vegan too, so it may stain, but I'm not positive. So you can see how nicely that blended, because I haven't blended this side yet. So it is blending quite nice. All right, I think that looks relatively okay. I think I'm just gonna blend out this eye a little bit more. I always feel like I need to blend this eye out more than this eye. But, all right, so I think I'm gonna go into She Doesn't Even Go Here. It's kind of like a burgundy brown. I think it'll just play well with the pinks. And I'm going to put that on the outer corner and somewhat into the crease. I've really been wanting the Alamar Cosmetics Reine de Caribe palette. But I haven't bitten the bullet yet, and they just announced the second one, and they were doing like a dual backed on it, but I did not get it. It's not fast enough on that. But the second one looks even more beautiful, and I think it's a great sister palette just by the colors that they picked. And once again, Kathleen Lights was part of the promo. And let's be honest, I'm obsessed with Kathleen Lights. I still need to get her Zodiac collection. And I think I saw a video from her saying that she has a new Twinkling Lights collection. But with everything going on, I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet. But if that's the case, I need to get that too. So now I'm just going to blend that color out. Do think those three colors worked well together though. Ooh, that worked out quite nice actually. I'm sorry if the mirror just keeps like blocking me. I'm not trying to do that, I swear. Just trying to make sure I'm blending well. So I do notice a little bit of difficulty blending with this color, but it is a darker color. And that could just be me. So I just wanted to make that clear. So. Alright, so I actually think I changed my mind. I don't think I want to use Regina George on the lid because I just received this deluxe size sample of the Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Kitten Karma. So I think I'm going to put that on the lid space that I kept blank, and then I'll put Regina George like as the inner corner highlight. I think that will look really pretty. So I'm going to use some glitter glue. I wanted my e.l.f. one, but I'm not finding it. Oh, there it is. Hold on. So I'm putting some glitter glue because in a couple of the reviews I saw for the Stila Glitter and Glows, they recommended using a glitter glue. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll start with my right eye. So, and like I said, this is in the shade Kitten Karma. And I wanted to get a deluxe size first just because I haven't used the glitter and glows yet. So I didn't want to commit to a full size when I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. But holy crap, that's pigmented. And that's super pretty actually. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry. Be right back. All right, so that's how that looks. I just added a little bit more of She Doesn't Even Go here to help blend that in with the shadow. So now I'm gonna do that to the other side and I'll be right back. All right, so what was the word I'm looking for? I did this eye, did the exact same thing. I put on my mascara, but before I signed off, I did want to show you me putting Regina George on the inner corner. So I'm just taking my e.l.f. Professional Concealer brush. I do not use it for concealer. I use it for inner corner highlight, and I'm going to take Regina George and just pop that right in there. Can you see that? I think it looks super pretty. Alright, so that's Regina George in the inner corner. And if you're wondering what lipstick I'm wearing, I am wearing the Tarte Lip Sculptor in the shade Adore. I got a set of 4 not too long ago. There's also Treat, Sangria, and Jam, but I figured Adore would look good with this look. I think I guessed wrong. Now that I'm looking at it, I think Sangria would probably be a little better, but a little too late. Now I know for future reference though. But in closing, I think my first impressions on the Burn Book was really good. I am going to insert a picture of the swatches of all of the shades because obviously I did not use every shade in here. I used 5 shades, and this is a 12 shade palette. I do want to use this more and play around with it some more. And I really did also enjoy the Stila Glitter and Glow in Kitten Karma. I want to pick more of these up. So it's just beautiful. So as long as I don't get like extreme fallout or anything from it, I do plan on picking more of these up. And yeah, that's all for this video, and I will see you guys later. Bye!